So he's gonna wake up when I'm in the kitchen anyway, but I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna do a quick sweet pickling of some coleslaw and make some aioli, some garlic aioli for sandwiches, for banh mi sandwiches. And then I'm gonna assemble, and it's not gonna take long at all. But before I take a shower and get dressed, I wanna just quickly pickle those veggies and then mix together the aioli so the garlic can kind of soak in there. And I'm not gonna talk because I'm banging around things in the kitchen, and maybe he'll sleep, maybe he won't. I don't want to wake him up. Okay, all right. I'll talk to you in a minute. Okay, here are all the ingredients that you'll need to make the quick pickled coleslaw. It's just going to be 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, and I'm going to pour that into my microwavable safe Pyrex container. It's a small one. And then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar. I think I ended up adding 4 because I like mine a lot sweeter, but I would do up to 6 if you really like it pretty sweet. And then a teaspoon of salt, and that's it. And then I'm giving it a good stir. And then I have an old pickle jar right here, and I'm just gonna put all of my cabbage, or as much that will fit in there. I'm just gonna cram it in there really good and tight, because when you put the apple cider vinegar in there, it's gonna kind of make it wilt a little bit. So anyway, here we go. I'm sticking it in the microwave, and I think I'm gonna put it on for like 2 minutes. It doesn't take very much time at all for the apple cider vinegar to boil. I just made sure it was boiling, and it was. It's hard for you to see through the microwave, so I didn't show you. So now, I'm just gonna pour it inside. And I didn't make quite enough, but it was really easy, so I'll just quickly make some more. I should have trusted my gut and been a little bit more patient. Look, see? I didn't even need all of that. Now I have extra. I could put some more coleslaw inside, but I'm running out of time, so I'm just gonna stick it into the refrigerator and off we go. And here's all the goodies to make the garlic aioli. Just mayo and a few other things and you're off to the races. Okay, here I have some avocado mayo that I'm using. You could use whatever type of mayo you'd like. And then I'm gonna add 2 to 3 cloves of garlic to that. I'm sure I'm adding more. I'm just using the pre-prepared garlic because that's so easy in the morning. And then I'm adding a heaping teaspoon of Dijon mustard. And then I bet probably about a tablespoon of lemon juice. This is the frozen type that you get in the freezer section that's frozen from fresh, so no concentrate. And then I'm just mixing it all up. You see it's still thick, but thinner than the mayo, but it's gonna just glide onto that bread and be so delicious. I'm about to just stick it in the refrigerator right now so that all the flavors can meld with the coleslaw. And now I'm just going to prepare the bread. So I got 2 loaves because I'm serving 5 people. And then I'm going to cut each loaf into 3. So we'll have 6 total. And I'm using a serrated knife, the kind with the scallops on the end, because that really is the best type of knife to cut French bread. It makes it a super easy thing to do. And oh, wait a minute. I don't want to forget. Today I decided I'm going to drizzle it with some olive oil before I stick it in the toaster oven. You could do butter or you could do nothing. Honestly, it didn't really need the olive oil, but you know, it didn't hurt anything. So now we're getting ready to assemble our sandwich. So here are all the lovely accoutrements that we're going to have. We've got our toasted banh mi with olive oil. Over here, I have some low-carb tortillas that I'm going to make for my own banh mi wrap. And then all of our fresh veggies. And we're going to start off on both sides. I'm going to slather on some garlic aioli. And, you know, be generous. It's so delicious, and it, you know, it really is worth it. So after I do that, I'm gonna pile on the chicken, but I'm still piling on the garlic aioli. Boy, I really did put a lot on today. So I'm just gonna add this chicken on top. And then this kind of chicken is the pre-cooked, already grilled chicken that you buy in the freezer section, like for fajitas or whatever. This doesn't have any special flavor on it. It's just plain old grilled chicken, but it is delicious. I'm going to put a small layer of matched carrots on the bottom, and then I'm going to take my coleslaw that's been sitting in the refrigerator probably for like 20 minutes now and put it on top. But notice I'm squeezing out the excess liquid because I don't want too much liquid on the sandwich. I don't want it to get soggy. I don't mind it being wet because, again, I'm putting it in the middle of all my ingredients, so it should be fine. But I just don't want really soggy French bread. That wouldn't be any good. But this way, just squeeze out the excess. It's still going to be wet and delicious, and you're really going to enjoy it. So after I do that, I'm adding my crunchy croutons, my cucumbers that I've sliced up into thin slices. And then I'm adding red onion to our banh mi's. Traditionally, the banh mi's that I've purchased at the stores, they always have raw jalapeno on them, and it's delicious, but my family doesn't have the palate for it, so I thought red onion would be a really good choice for a bit of a bite, but none of the spice. And I'm adding finally some cilantro on top because that is a staple that tastes so good. So that's it. Super simple. I'm going to wrap them up in some saran wrap. And just kind of like you do a burrito, over on the ends and then around the sides, and just wrap it up nice and tight. Once I have it wrapped up, I'm going to ship it off to my family. So we're in quarantine right now, or at least some of us are. So only one is going off to school. I have one kid who hasn't been quarantined yet. So she is going to get hers, and then everybody else I'm just going to leave in this plastic wrap. But hers I'm going to wrap in some Reynolds wrap, same way, burrito, the ends in, and then wrap it all around. And that's how I'm going to send it to school for her. Everybody else's, I'm going to put in the fridge and it'll be fine. Now for bonus, you can see me making my wrap, which is exactly the same as the bread, is the French bread, but so there you go. So I don't get as many carbs. I can keep my ladylike figure. And now I'm gonna wrap mine up too, just folding it up and wrapping it up in a nice little pocket. I'm tongue-tied today, and I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator for me to eat later. And now this is it. I'm going to serve it with some potato chips, some kettle chips, and there is a lovely sandwich. I think I put two here, but then I thought, oh Lord, that's way too much food. So I only sent one, some chips, and a clementine. Not to toot my own horn, but there was one extra, and it's gone 6 hours later. So anyway, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like, please subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.